Yep. When you come down here to the Mississippi River, this is about as far as I can get. River's up pretty high. It's still another 4 or 5 miles down that road, at least, where you get to the actual riverbank. And I don't know what that asshole there is doing. He's just sitting there. Obviously I'm bothering him. I'm gonna get turned around and go back. I'm gonna go to a different location. And yeah, that's what this drive's down here like now. Water all across the road. This is normally just a blacktop road. Not today. Sorry if the camera's so shaky. I'm holding it. Covered in mud and running water. Now that asshole down there is going to be turning around. What a jerk. I hate people like that. And what are you doing driving a damn truck like that, trying to come down through here anyway? Yeah, we'll go down to a different spot. Maybe it'll be more interesting. I said this normally a blacktop. All this bad weather and high water got everything in a bad way. Almost looks like he's stuck back there. Oh well, he shouldn't have came down here then. Ah, he made it. He's coming out. But anyway. Get up here. Go on up a little ways. Get back up on top of the bluff. Oh, they had some barriers down. Oh, that's what they did. They knocked the barriers over. I didn't even see them barriers sitting there. They had the road closed. I bet you they knocked them down. Here, we'll go this way. Up this big old hill here. Actually see just how bad the bluff is. Or how tall the bluff is. It just keeps going. I mean, it ain't real tall. It ain't like no mountain or nothing, but there's some height to it for sure. Oh. Then you get right up here is where the entrance to the abandoned camp would have been, or is, not would have been. I guess the camp was there at one time. You know what I'm saying. Back off in there. See, there's just the abandoned camp. Yeah. It's Sunday morning. I had to get out of the house. They had freaking lawn people cutting grass all over the dang place. It's like, Jesus, man. Give me a day to just relax. Come on. I'm hearing leaf blowers. I was doing it right next door, too. It's so freaking annoying. 9 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday morning, and leaf blowers going everywhere and lawnmowers. I mean, a whole freaking crew. Come on. That's just being an asshole. Yeah, that's just being a freaking asshole. There's no need for that. Nine o'clock in the morning on a Sunday morning. On a Sunday. I can even understand a Saturday. Okay, Saturday morning, gotcha. You know, people gotta get their work done and stuff. But this is a crew that does this for a living. And they're going to do this at 9 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday morning and just leaf blowers. Oh, hell no. I had to get out the house. I'm wanting to get away from other people that do stupid stuff. So anyway, we're driving down here and see what the high water looks like down into Shelley Forest. You can't see out there probably, but we're a good ways up. We're on top of the bluff up here. We're on Bluff Road. We're running right on top of the bluff. You can see 30 miles into Arkansas from up here, and we're in Tennessee. Wish there was a good place so I could show y'all the old house there, but they sit on top of the bluff. There's somebody out there walking around. I didn't want to get them all bad. There's a big old mansion up there. Old. I don't even know how old it is. It's very old though. I wouldn't mind living out here at all. I didn't have to maintain it. Oh, God. Ain't that I wouldn't want to. Just I ain't got the time. Working all week and just have a weekend, you know, and because it's a pretty area. It ain't that far from our house, hell. But may have took me 10. I might be maybe 10 minutes from my house right now, but still. I said maybe. I could probably get there faster if I wanted to. Road to 3, they tore that house down. Yeah, that's the old road 3 shoot. 3 shoots in Oxbow off the Mississippi River. There used to be a house there. I guess they tore it down. Maybe it burnt down. Hell, I don't know. Like right up there used to be a house right there. I actually went to school with the guys that lived there. In school. Wait, that's where he lived when we was in school, put it that way. Go up here and go back down the bluff and see if we can see where the water's situated from here. Because I'm curious myself. I know it's at the Memphis gauge. Right now it's like at 36.7 feet, which they judge it. They do it by, they gauge it by 0 being its normal. 0 being its normal. So they'll do 30 from 0, and they'll go up 30 from its normal 0, and right now it's at 36.7 feet. Now back in 2011, in the bad flood, it got to 48 feet, and so that's the worst that I've ever seen. It was in 2011 when it got to 48 feet. When it got to 48 feet, you get down here into the bottoms down here, the even some houses that are pretty good distance away would flood. But it's supposed to crest at 37, so it's only supposed to crest like maybe 6 inches. It's only supposed to rise about another 6-7 inches. So, I mean, rise another 6-7 inches. That ain't too bad. And people got their whole camper set up. They must have bought that piece of property there, I guess. Alright, let's go down into the river bottoms. So, yeah, it's still a good 10 feet below. Nay. What in the world? Nay. Not stop sign. Nay. I'm hoping somebody. I don't know what I'm hoping. Just thought that was funny. Nay. So where we are right now is right at the bottom of the river bluff. The river bluff goes straight up that way. Oh, I see river water. There. Oh, it's creeping up here. Like I said, it's only supposed to rise another 6, maybe 6 inches. And compared to what it has been in the past, not that bad. It's been a lot worse. It's been 10 feet worse, so put it that way. But still pretty high. As for all the rain that we've had, and this floodwater now, this ain't floodwater that came from here. This is floodwater that came from, you know, Kentucky, Indiana, Illinois, Ohio, further east, Tennessee. That's where this floodwater comes from. See, we've had some mudslide here. Heck. Yep, this is the result of a mudslide. Coming down the bluff. Freaking mudslide. There's more mudslide up here. They was talking about it on the thing. Looks like they got some more mudslide up here. Now this is just last week. This happened last week. Mudslides. We had all that rain. As you can see. It did a hell of a freaking it did a hell of a lot of damage right down through here. All freaking mudslides. I got 4x4, so I ain't worried about it. I'm not even in 4x4. I'm in 2x4 right now. Look at that. All that mudslide up there. You see that? Mudslide. Coming down the bluff. Brought all them trees down with it. That's probably what the name meant. I wonder why they just didn't say stop. Yeah. What we got down here? More mudslides? Ooh. Trees falling over here. A little bit more mudslide there. It got pretty rough up in here. Last week we didn't get nothing but rain and wind and nasty freaking weather. Just rain and wind, and it wouldn't freaking stop. I couldn't come out here and do nothing. I still had to work every night. Had to work in the shit. So I tried to get some stuff done, but you know how that goes. What do we got going on here? Oh, other than the road is really bumpy. What the hell is that? Is it water? Got a car coming here. What is that water? Oh, it's coming out. It's a little creek coming down through there. Got a guy driving by. I'll put my shit down here. You know. Put it back up. I don't like to bother people while they're doing this stuff. And I don't like people to bother me. I want to be just left alone. It's like more mudslide down here, maybe. Looks like it. Yeah, I had another slide there. Definitely had another slide there. Right down through there. Duck Lucky Doo. Pronounced Lucy Doo, but we say Lucky Doo. His place is all underwater. Yeah, his place is all underwater right now. But it always goes underwater. It ain't that big a deal. It says farmland. I've seen his deal up underwater so much it ain't even. I got a creek coming across the road. I just didn't want to make it so rough. More creek. Ugh. Yeah, these mudslides done made this creek change course a little bit. There's a creek running beside the road there. You can see over there the mudslides that done made it where it's coming across the road instead of going down the side like it normally does. Yep, another big slide happened there. I'm sorry I'm moving the camera so much. It's just a lot to see. I'm glad I came out here today. I had to get out the house. It's driving me fucking crazy. Damn lawnmowers. swell. Yeah, water's up. Pretty good. This is all flood water for the Mississippi River. And even this brown under here, that's underwater too. That's just soil that's been pushed up into the bank. This is all flood water. All flood water. You can see way out there. Oh, I don't know if you can see it or not. It's so far away. Of course, I got a car coming up behind me. It's a Dodge headlight. Why is there a Dodge headlight sitting there? Gonna get Bobby for a minute. Oh. Back to the road, but yeah. All Mississippi River flood water down there. More bumps. Hold on. This road is becoming more and more off-road as we go. I don't know if I'll be able to turn and go. I mean, it's gone up. It's almost to the road up here. Of course, you got the creek steadily trying to push its way across. Couple houses over here on the right side, with all farmland on the left side. I know the two houses down here on the corner, I know it's got to get to 48 feet before it gets into their home, so it ain't supposed to get that high. So they're in good shape. The farmland ain't in good shape, but it's the river bottoms. Can't expect too much. Cause this thing's gonna flood. I'm just curious over here on the other side how much I can get to. That looks like quite a bit. Yeah, see these homes right here. Another guy that lives there. I used to know the guy that lives in this one, but he sadly passed away. But I know it's got to get to 48 feet in order for them to be able to, in order for that to go underwater. Now we're gonna turn on Coon Valley. Coon Valley. Yeah, I'm kicking up dust out here. Of course, I've seen all this underwater, but I've been out here before where this whole field was underwater, and the other side was underwater, and the road that cuts across through the middle of it, it was out of the water. So that was kind of cool. sides. Unless they finally got this little lock down here that sets this creek to work finally. So where it don't flood both sides. Which that could be the case. Could be. Not sure if it is. Got another car passing me. Probably a looky-doo, like me. A looky-dooky-doo. We have had some bad weather. Terrible weather. Let's say we're down in the river bottoms now, right? This road we're on is kind of acting like a levee, even though it wasn't its original purpose. But up there, across that field up there, there's the bluff. That's the bluff. They call them the bluff, we call them Chickasaw Bluffs. Memphis sits on Chickasaw Bluff number 1. And then Shelby Forest to bluff number 2, and then I believe this is the beginnings of bluff number 3, because bluff number 3 goes up to Randolph, I want to say. Maybe a little past Randolph. And there's that lock key right there. Well, one of them. And it's obviously working, because water's on one side and it ain't on the other. It didn't used to work. It used to flood all the time. There's another one where the road turns down here. That's kind of the one I was heading toward, but ain't got there yet. Up through here quite a bit. I ain't been out here in a minute. It's been a minute since I've been out here. Down Coon Valley. You know what I call it, Coon Valley? That's the name of this road, is Coon Valley. And yeah, my truck is filthy, obviously. Buzzard. You gonna fly? A couple buzzards. Y'all gonna fly? You just gonna sit there. Get out the way. Got all the spring flowers and the flood water, and yeah, it's April. Alright. It's a little chilly this morning, but it's supposed to be up in the upper 70s today, so the temperature turns so rapidly up here, or up here where we are at. Probably by the time I get out the truck, I'm gonna be hot. I'm getting hot right now. We got people up here. What are they doing? Are they fishing? Are they swimming? Swimming. They ain't swimming. I guarantee you that. It's not a bad place to fish right there. Got other people coming. Try not to film them. I swear that looks like a cross. Are they opening up? They maintaining the dam. They maintaining that talking about. That looks like what they're doing. Maybe. I could be wrong. Where these trucks are, I'm gonna have to park and wait on them. But I think that's what they're doing. Or else he's just shooting at something. Looks like he's got a handgun. So he's probably just shooting at something. Maybe some beaver. Hell, I don't know. He definitely got a handgun, so he's probably shooting at him some beaver. But yeah, it's high on this side and it's low on that side, so that levee's working. It's working. That's probably one of the farm hands that shooting at some beaver, trying to keep them beaver from letting that water spill over. Cause they'll do that. Beavers are some. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I like beavers, but they some destructive, conniving little critters for sure. I still think they're cool, but they'll tear some shit up. So will squirrels. Squirrels tear a lot of shit up too. And birds. And cats. You know what? Matter of fact, damn near all animals just tear shit up. I'm trying to see what I heard. In these flooded fields, these what the hell is that? Anyway, in these flooded fields, big catfish and carp and bottom feeders, they'll get in them fields and get some really big ones up in there. And it's shallow, and you can see them sometimes. On a good day, you can go out there and bow hunt them, with the bow rod reel. Cause they like that, they get out there and eat that grain. All that grain is left over from when they cut the fields. I'm getting hot. I'm gonna have to turn the air conditioner on. Yeah. Bloody. It looks bad, but it ain't that bad. I've seen it a lot worse. Well, all this shit's been underwater, but it's been a lot worse. And I just wanted to get out of the house. I was like, I'm gonna come down to the river and see what the world looks like. Oh. That and yesterday was our freaking tax day. It sucks when all your money just goes flying out the window to the IRS. Thanks, IRS. south side of Osceola, Arkansas. We are very, very close to Drummond's, Tennessee right now. It's probably the closest town we are to. It's over there on top of the bluff. What's got going on down here? I ain't been down here in a while, so. Oh, okay, that's just that gate that it's opened up, and that's why it looked like it was going across this road, but it ain't. It's going across that patch there. They use that area down there for hunting too. Ain't much hunting going to be done right now because everything's flooded. And I think it's just turkey season, and that's it. I think that's all it is right now, turkey season. And I could be wrong. I don't even know. I ain't been keeping track of it. I don't go very far. It's four-wheeler trails. It drops straight into the water. See, we're right at the edge of the river now. The sun came across the road right there. I don't know what they're doing there. I'm curious to see if the boat ramp up here, which if the boat ramp's going to be underwater or not. No, I didn't even realize I was just holding it up to the thing because I wasn't looking at it. I'm looking at where I'm going. Get a glance out there. The river's just right there. We're right next to it. Normally a lot lower than this. But we ain't got the boat ramp yet. I wasn't intending on keeping it on this long, but I thought, what the hell? It's pretty dry. This we used to come out here when we was teenagers and just, you know, it's where we'd cruise up and down the road. Driving real slow, drinking beer, hitting mud holes, you know, shit like that. Just being asshole little teenagers, and we come out here and nobody bother us. This is where we come out to. That guardrail wasn't there. You can just drop right down into the sides. It's just damn dirt road cut out through here. Right there. But this levee, this didn't used to be a levee. This used to be just a road. But they have converted this into a levee. And it's keeping, for the most part, that shit out the side over there. So yeah, here's the, well, yeah, boat ramp's underwater. Oh no, sure enough, the boat ramp is underwater. That's the boat ramp. Where that pole is down there. Oh, it's all under. A little concrete block. That's like a marker that says that's Duval boat ramp. Richardson Landing. Yeah, river's up pretty high. But like I said, I've seen it higher. I've definitely seen it higher. other thing I may do, I may go by Sugar Creek, which is just right over there. See what it looks like. Then I'm just gonna start cruising on back home because my wife and everybody's gonna be getting up and they're gonna be like, where the hell are you? They can't get me out here. There ain't no phone signal out here. You gotta be on top of that bluff. You get down here in the bottoms, you ain't gonna get no phone signal. A lot of people come out here. They come out here to get away from shit. Yeah, that's a pretty cool little ride. Surprised to see how many places where it had landslides. That's not normal around here. We don't get a lot of landslides in West Tennessee. Because about the only thing we really got is the bluff. And very few other hills that are even steep enough to have them. We got hills, don't get me wrong, but steep hills, just the bluffs, river bluffs. Did I go that way? I'll go this way because I go down by Sugar Creek and see what it looks like. Sugar Creek's like an off-road park, riding trails area. You know, people run down there with four-wheelers and motorcycles and side-by-side. You know, all that good shit. Fun stuff. Yeah, people coming. I don't want people to get freaked out that I'm pointing a camera anywhere. Makes me drive through all the mud. That's a casting field out there for the river. Alright, let's see what Sugar Creek looks like. Why is there a guy just sitting here? Yep, Sugar Creek's underwater. That's not normally underwater. There's some four-wheelers and people coming up. Can't ride the creek. Creek's underwater. Dead end. This Highway 59. It dead ends right down there. Into the river. Just falls right into the river. One lane road ahead. Sure, that ain't too bad down through there. But, oh, this is one lane road. I guess the creek cut up in here. Cut it. Did some undercutting right there. Yeah. That's a TVA truck. Or the riding trails people. Somebody down there in a Jeep with no doors on it. Are they camping? Seriously, they camping up there, so really? I didn't know you camp over there. I mean, I don't know why you want to, but There's crosses everywhere, I swear. Sugar Creek ain't too bad. It's just bad down at the south end, or at the west end. Hell, there ain't hardly nobody there today. There's a few more people up on this end. Not many though. Not many. I think so. Come out here, go riding and stuff. I ain't been out here a long time. Long time. They got trails all over the place. Oh well. Gonna start heading back toward the house. And let's have a landslide right up here. Little bridge. Have a landslide right up there. Looks like they did. Creek ain't real high right there. Go up, back up on top of the bluff. I am going uphill now. So. Man, a lot of people don't realize just how high the bluff is. The bluff's pretty. I mean, it's pretty high considering. I mean, it's no mountain by no means, but it's. There. Alright, now I'm on top. I'll go ahead and shut it down, and maybe something else interesting will come up other than people cutting their grass and shit. So, later.